UG Paul, we ready to ride. Yeah, broadcasting to you now. You know how we do it. Underneath the blood moon. Sit back. Turn it up, relax. Yeah, chill out. And let's just ride. Let's get it on now.
I've been doing everything, cause everything I'm dreaming of a life with some meaning. Tired of same things just repeating. Something gotta change in the ways that I'm seeking. I'm on the edge with a head full of nonsense, to the point I can't believe my own contents. No control, I just go, I gotta stop this before I'm locked up in the cage full of lost kids. Dear Lord, can you help me straighten up my ways? Or is it too late beginning in the last days? Lord, I pray when I die I'll be saved. So while I'm still alive, it's time for a life change. Time for a life change. I think it's time for a life change. Time for a life change. I think it's time for a life change. Time for a life change. I think it's time for a life change. I've been feeling like moving on, cause I've been held captive way too long. YOLO, one life to live. I'm so tired of being stressed, something's got to give. Everybody gotta do what they gotta sense. I gotta turn myself around before the bottom hit. I'ma take this time now to turn myself around. Yeah, I'm calling on the Lord's name. Jesus, help me out without a doubt. I've been slipping, so before I'm caught tripping, I'ma turn my life around before the life I'm living's in it. Even though my flow's pimping, you should know my soul's forgiven. And I'm Jesus representing all the time, no pretending. Time for a life change. I think it's time for a life change.
Funny how time flies when you're
Time for a life change. I think it's time for a life change.
funny how time flies when you're
Time for a life change. I think it's time for a life change. Another day, another struggle as my life goes on. Sick of living like a heathen, everything goes wrong. I'm after joy, after peace, and completion. They say the only true way is through Jesus. At this point, man, really I've tried everything, and I'm not blowing out my brain playing Satan's game. I need a life change, my way's too hazardous. Jesus called me out the grave like Lazarus. Everybody playing games, gambling my soul. Since I don't know when I'll go, I better take control. Since I know I never get to do it over, the old me is all I wanna see behind my shoulder. Time for a life change. I think it's time for a life change.
funny how time flies when you're
Time for a life change.
fun. Cause you've been born again.
I think it's time for a life change.
Funny how time flies
When you're time for a life change.
You know your change.
Hey, what's up,
Your
everybody?
change.
Welcome back. We're chilling here in the studio. You are tuned in to 37.0 right now on your FM dial. It's an all-day, all-new UG Paul celebration.
Yeah.
And of course, that song right there is with King St. Louis. We broadcasting today underneath the blood moon. This is the third in the tetrad. So we having a celebration. And this dude right here, man, he got this song right here, man. I absolutely love it.
About the
I
new
love
one.
it. I mean, I heard the song, he just blew my head way back to the 70s, man. This young man,
we trying to
he's,
have
he's
fun,
so
man.
talented and he does it for the Lord.
we trying to do new things
I'm gonna
too,
kick
you know.
this song on. Y'all keep riding with us. Stay in the lane and